Greetings, I'm in fact Spud Goodman, and welcome to my modest little podcast. To my left is the prospect, Vinny, who, if he plays his cards right, just might sit in this chair and carry on the tradition of the Spud Goodman Show, which for the record first aired in February of 1985.
Did they even have iPhones back then?
No.
Okay, they had. What about YouTube?
No YouTube.
Bing, Google?
No, but we got along just fine with AOL and dial-up. But just remember, speak when you're spoken to, okay? All I want out of you is total focus and watching how I do this job. I want to see your notes when we're done. Because this may look easy, but it's not.
Okay, Mr. Goodman.
Hey, don't be patronizing. Be careful what you wish for, kid. You know that? Because maybe someday you might take this show over. It's possible. But I will still be around. I may not be in full control of my faculties, but I still own the majority share of this piece of crap. Capiche?
Yes, Mr. Goodman.
Good. All right. Right now we're going to take a very brief break and we'll be back in a second.
Can I get a donut?
Sure. Might as well eat them all, and you probably won't put on an ounce. How fair is that?
What's a mother to do? My son has a new podcast, and does he include me? I mean, you would think he'd want to use my vocal talents and have me as a musical guest on a show or two. But you know, I lay awake at night thinking maybe it was a bad decision to let him breastfeed until he was in the 4th grade. I mean, that no good father of his thought it was a great idea, but he was just cheap. He didn't want to go for all the snacks kids ate at Spud's age. To this day, Spud doesn't go near Twinkies or Ho-Hos, but he does down a couple of gallons of chocolate milk a day. I mean, at his age, I think maybe he should think about going the skim milk route. I mean, but he's a grown man, so I don't say anything. So why don't you check back and see if my son can give the mother who almost died giving birth to him a place in the sun. A girl can hope. Toodles.
All right, Spud Goodman, coming to you from Fremont, Washington, in a highly secretive performance space where only those with the rare blood type of AB are allowed entrance. Off the record, I'm feeling special because I'm A positive. I'm pretty sure you guys are fairly burned out responding to the many questions of how do you describe your sound, because it clearly does not fit into any well-worn genre in the rock music business. Yeah. So can you maybe cram it into 19 words or less right now? Don't smack me or anything, but could you do this?
It's hard because you're right, we don't really fit into something really easy, but I would say it's like a mixture of Jeff Buckley meets Fiona Apple meets Ani DeFranco or something like that.
So growing up, what pop stars posters did you have hanging from your walls? This is off the record, it's not going to go any further. What are we talking about?
Pop star?
Oh.
I had Paula Abdul up there for a while when I was really little.
I don't think I had any posters on my wall, but I really liked Michael Jackson a lot.
How about you guys?
Dave Grohl.
Oh, yeah.
Nirvana, Bob Marley.
All those are
pop stars.
Great pop. Yeah. Pop stars.
All right, I need to do the name thing. We've got to ID ourselves here, so who's going to handle the duties?
I'll handle the duty.
All right, thank you so much.
This is Jessica Kitzman on cello.
Hello.
And my name is Melissa Levi, and I'm the vocalist and guitarist. And then this is Marvin Kunkel on bass, and Dylan Johnson on drums.
Oh, special. Can you hold this, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Jessica. All right, the CD, and I have to say, I've listened to it a few times, and I like it a lot. I'd be remiss if I did not state this. It was produced by the great Jack Endino. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is absolutely correct.
All right.
Where's your heart? Where's your soul? Did you lose them unknowingly when you were offered all the world? Well, they'll just take it away. Can't you see I don't care about any contact? ignored. Who needs friends? We got the money. I don't care about any contacts. Who you know where you slept with. I don't care about any heart attacks. When I'm old, I'll take it calmly in the city. It's concrete. Oh, keep your head down. Don't make eye contact. I ain't got time to slow down. I ain't got change for you. I ain't got change for me. I ain't got time for your heartache. I ain't got time for your story. In the city, life is concrete. Oh, keep your head down. Don't make eye contact. I ain't got time to slow down. I ain't got change for you. I ain't got change for me. I ain't got time for your heartache. I ain't got.
Hey Harry, how you doing? I saw you in the backyard here. I hope you don't mind I didn't call first. But it's like this, okay? The therapist I've been working with for many years, she's grown up. I guess she's gone away to college. And you know, my new health insurance, they won't cover shrinks yet, so I was just wondering if you had a couple minutes for me. Yeah, lately things have been kind of weird. You know, the love life, my family, this new podcast thing I told you about last week. You remember me going on about coming out of retirement and doing something on the internet? Well, now I'm doing an online radio show too. It's on nwcz.com. Yeah, but it's been a while for me. You know, and there's a pretty good chance I'm probably going to sound like a washed up hack, at least until I knock the rust off. It's tough when you wake up in the morning, you know, and you fire up the computer, go right to YouTube, and are kind of pumped to peek at the numbers of views from yesterday, and it says only 3 people have watched the podcast since then. It can kill your spirit, man. When I was on TV, my Nielsen ratings were horrible too, but I always thought they weren't accurate. Like my viewers would never agree to have a Nielsen box in their house. Way too NSA-ish, you know? But the internet is so soul-crushing. It leaves no room for delusion. You know what I mean, Harry? I know you're wondering how things are going with Charlene, you know. She actually sent me an email a couple days ago and said I was I think in her words, a total waste of human flesh. I'm pretty sure that one's over. And you know I liked her. I liked her a lot. Hey, Harry, didn't you just celebrate your 48th anniversary? That is so cool. Do you still give your wife flowers and stuff? You know, and I should have done that with Charlene. Because basically all women like flowers, correct? They can get really expensive. But sometimes at Safeway, you can get a deal on tulips, maybe $5.99 with your club card. My next girlfriend is gonna get buried in flowers. It couldn't hurt, you know? Geez, my family's really getting on my nerves too. When they heard I was doing this podcast, they've been calling non-stop, begging for FaceTime on camera, and now they know that I'm doing this online radio show. It's gonna be impossible to keep them away. That was a big reason why I retired in the first place, Harry. They're like a bad case of athlete's foot. Really, really hard to get rid of. Do you have any annoying family members too? You know, you've never really spoke much to me about your family. My mother is threatening to send a flash mob from her bridge club to my next band shoot if I don't let her be a musical guest sometime this year. There are only like 5 or 6 of them, but it would be really embarrassing. Hey Harry, you are a lifesaver. You know, I really do feel a heck of a lot better here. If you ever need any help, now remember, you call me anytime with the weeding or raking the leaves or whatever it takes, all right? Take care, man.
Later.
Well, all right, I hope you enjoyed this little podcast. And if not, well, let's put the blame on this little prospect over here. I mean, seriously, you could have added, I don't know, something. I'm starting to think I made a big mistake by not going with that Swedish ex-toe model. Now, she brought something that I know would keep people coming back for more.
I'll work on it. But
Yeah.
I thought I was doing pretty good. I know I can get better.
Yeah?
But my dad on break was saying that I had some star power. And he was in a rock band, you know. He played bass.
Have I heard of them?
I don't know. They play 50s and 60s music. Mostly at street fairs and family gatherings. I think sometimes they still do weddings, though. Do you want me to ask if they'd be willing to be the musical guest on our podcast?
Our podcast? You might want to keep in mind it's still called the Spud Goodman Show. And anyway, by the way, tell your dad the chances of this oldies band performing on this program are between 0 and none whatsoever.
Whatever.
Whatever? All right, this is Spud Goodman. Be all you can be, and I mean that. God bless and ciao. So now the smart-ass teenager thing starts to come out. I was wondering when that was going to show its face. All right. Making me feel that I was so on the money many years ago when I opted for a cat.
It's so good to see you. How are you? I barely recognized you. You look so good. Well, me, I've been good. It's just the same old thing, a different day. Oh, isn't that a shame? Oh, isn't that a shame? Give me something real. Give me something to believe. Trying to build a life out of my dreams. I'm so tired of counting sheep, biting tongue and pulling teeth. I've been trying to build a life out of my dreams. Oh, oh yeah. It's so hard to see you. Who are you? There are a million walls you hide behind, and you can't take through. So you say, I've been good, but at the end of the day, the truth still remains. And oh, isn't that a shame? Oh, isn't that a shame? Give us something real. Give us something to believe. We're all trying to build a life out of our dreams. We're so tired of counting sheep, biting tongue and pulling teeth. We're trying to build a life out of our dreams. Oh, oh yeah. 'Cause gold can't buy me anything I could take with me when I leave. And the thought that life is only temporary, well, that's the price we all pay to breathe. Give us something real. Give us something to believe. We're all trying to build a life out of our dreams. We're so tired of counting sheep, of biting tongue, pulling teeth. I've been trying to build a life out of my dreams.